What is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here. Welcome to the latest installment. The latest installment. Finally, chapter 966 is within our grasp. I can finally sit down in this very chair with the hat and the jersey that only stands for one man. Goldie Roja. We are here to finally read the latest installment in the Wanna-Wasm sauce of the best-selling manga in history. By God, it's nearly the second best-selling comic of all time. Batman better watch his back, because after this arc, we coming for Bruce Wayne, baby, because it's One Piece, dog. I have been waiting to say those words since Thursday night. Man. I don't know what the future has in store for the King Recon channel. I have no idea what the future has in store for this channel or for my future on here or whatever, but it doesn't matter, because right now we are gonna read the GOAT, because it has finally been released, bro. I've been stressing, I've been sweating, but we are here, son. Chapter 966. Let's go. I can't do this, bro. I can't do this. I take back what I said. I'm not ready. I take back what I said. Where's my shirt at, man? Where's my shirt? I can't do this. I can't, bro. I can't handle this. I can't do this, bro. Dog, the title of the chapter is Roger and Whitebeard. I can't do this, bro. Now I know I had to wait 2 extra days, dog. It's because God is so merciful. My man was like, yo, you can't handle it on Friday. You can't. I gotta give you 2 days to pump up and get yourself ready. I can't do this, bro. But I am. Let's go, bro. Chapter 966. Roger and Whitebeard, bro. I'm sorry. I'll talk about the cover page later, man. Bro, just look at him with the people's mustache and all that. One more time. Goldie Roja. Are you kidding me, bro? Like, dog, I can't do this, bro. Like, I shouldn't be allowed to read this chapter. I feel like this is forbidden. Roger and Whitebeard, dog, you know what I'm saying? Here he comes. It's the samurai, the one I've heard about. Wait, Commander Oden. And Oden jets right towards Roger. Am I supposed to steal the treasure? These people aren't different from our usual foes. The Roger pirates are bad news. Yo, my guy said, these ain't like our regular folk, man. These ain't strong individuals. These ain't fodder individuals. Those are them dudes. Those are them boys, dog. Are you kidding? Yo, Oden's looking at these individuals like, dog, I gotta come out here and protect my family. These guys, the Roger Pirates, led by the one and the only, led by the 6-time finals MVP, with the people's mustache, Mario before Mario? You kidding me, dog? Yo, my man was out here looking at Roger like, son, I gotta protect Whitebeard. We don't know the extent of Roger's greatness. That's what Oden's saying. And then Oden says, Oden, 2-sword style, Gun Modoki, goes right up. He takes out what appears to be one of the Marines right here. The stories are true. Bro, I can't sit down and read this chapter, bro. I'm sorry. I'm getting this chair out the way before I break it. I'm getting this chair, bro. Look at Rayleigh, bro. Bro, Rayleigh came out. He had the sword in the sheath. My man's eye. That's how it is. The stories are true. He's mighty. Should we nip this in the bud, Rayleigh? I think so. Gabon, Rayleigh stuff. Look at his scalper, bro. I wouldn't want you guys to get hurt. You just want to fight. Yo, and you have Roger pulling a classic Luffy, bro. Stop, you know, whenever he stops Zoro and Sanji by saying, hey, man, I'll take care of this. And they're like, bro, it's because you're the one that wants to take him. You have Roger doing a classic Luffy move right here. I smell a wild beast. Hey there, samurai. Divine departure. You have right. Where's right? Hold on, bro. Hold on, coach. Bro, in the manga, I just saw Roger do a swing, bro. That's a second Santa hat, bro. I'm reserving that third. I've never put on a third Santa hat, bro. But, bro, I just saw Roger swing his hands and deliver an attack with my own two eyes, bro. Look at him. Yo, my man built it up. Took his blade back. Man said, hey there, samurai. Started like he was out here being Dong Chinjiao in his prime, dog. Hey, Roger? Yo. Hey, you see my boy's gains? You feel me, bro? We be out there in the gym. But anyway, bro, Roger's out here. He's pumping himself up. All right, let's go. Brings down, gets his sword and says, you want a box? You want a box, son? Goes right in and he delivers. Yo, Ichigo better watch his back because he just delivered a Getsuga Tensho with a regular swing. And Oden gets that divine departure. Are you kidding me, son? Divine departure. And then you get to see electricity coming right out of the swing itself. And you have Oden. What is that on the bottom? Yeah! Bro, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm not doing this no more, bro. I'm not doing this no more. I'm done with reactions. I'm done with reactions, bro. This is it. Nothing's ever gonna top this. Nothing's ever gonna top this. I'm done. I'm out of here. I keep. Bro, look at this panel. Nah. Nope. Yo! Bro! Bro! Oh. Yo. I can't do this, bro. Dog. You. Bro, where's my shirt at, man? I need to wipe off this sweat, bro. I need to wipe it off. I've been preparing for it. I've been waiting for it. Oh my, bro, where's my camera at, dog? Is it still, oh, bro, don't tell me to stop recording, man. Oh, here it is. Bro, let me tell you something, dog. Yo, I've been preparing for this day for a very long time. I've been preparing for it. When we saw Roger at the... Dog, when we saw Roger for the first time in the flashback, I was like, bro, I need to prepare myself for a clash between Roger and Whitebeard. I need to prepare myself for a clash. I need to prepare myself. Bro, Whitebeard's hat is off. His hat is... Nah, bro, you know what this calls for. You know what this calls for, man. Where is it? Where is it? Oh. We're changing occupations today, baby. I'm calling up an old friend of mine, son. Hold on, coach. It's time for me to do what I was born to do, man. It's time for me to do what I came out of the womb to do, son. Listen to me, everybody. Listen to me. Listen to me. Commentator Recon is back, baby. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? And welcome to a sold-out crowd. 80,000 strong are watching, and around billions and billions of people worldwide. As we witness this legendary altercation between the two greatest legends in the history of our business. The two greatest legends. Some people have, Rock and Austin. Some people have Hogan and Sting. Some people have Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier. Some individuals have Michael Jeffrey Jordan and LeBron James. Some people have Thomas Edward Patrick Brady and Joe Montana. Where I'm from, ladies and gentlemen, there are two words. Gol D. Roja and Edward Newgate. Those are the two greatest legends in the history of this business. And you have them right here in front of our very eyes clashing. Guys, Roger is swinging his sword. I can't do this, man. I can't do this. I mean, who can? Who can? I mean, following the action, Oden comes down from the heavens. I should say, he got flung into the heavens. I can't even see without my glasses, dog. And he gets sent all the way towards this tree-like structure, like it's from Jack and Daxter, gets sent to the Flagnars. Then Oden comes racing back. My man's blooding up after one swing. I say, what was that? I need to have a word with you. And then you have... I didn't even see those two panels. Then you have Whitebeard. Then you have, in the right corner, Akakona, Edward Newgate. He's coming down with that staff of legend holding it right on top of his head like, yes, son, we're coming down. And on the other side, you have Roger. And then leaking out of Roger's blade is some black aura, electricity, King's energy. It's King's energy, bro. I mean, what else do I need to say? Leaking out of Roger's blade is some King's energy. And here you have both of their blades cloaked in black, clashing. They don't even touch. They're not allowed to touch. Because if Whitebeard and Roger's blades were to actually touch, that's it for the planet. That's it for the universe. We gotta start over. Life itself must reset. We must take what we're doing and place it somewhere else in an alternate dimension. I think that's what happened. Seriously, I think the reason why Roger was captured is because Instant Messenger Sama realized that if he and Roger were to actually clash, that once they were to get in the same vicinity as each other, it's over for the world. I think that's why Oda, all the way back in the Indies Lobby Flashback, introduced 6 moons. Because he was showing us, you see this moon right here? This one was destroyed when Roger and Whitebeard looked at each other. You see this moon right here? This moon right here was destroyed whenever Roger and Shanks were on the same boat at the same time for the very first time. You see this one right here? This is when Instant Messenger Sama and Roger met at God Valley, bro. And then you see what the planet Earth is? This is what it used to be, and this is what it is now. And why did it change? Because Roger exists. Bro, look at them, bro. Dog, and then on the left panel, they're not even touching. That's what I'm stressing. Hold on, they're not even touching. You have people being blasted away. I mean, I was blasted away. And here you have two incredible pros. Just look at these panels of Whitebeard and Roger. Look at these panels of Whitebeard and Roger, bro. I mean, in one panel, you have Whitebeard, the stash coming out, bro. Smiling all hell. And on the bottom panel, you have Roger. Bro, I'm so stressing that my man's hat. Look at it, bro. It's nowhere to be seen. Oh. Yo, this is why I read this. This is why I love reading One Piece, bro. It's for moments like this. This is a once-in-a-lifetime moment, bro. One that fans that we have been waiting for so many years. Though back then, I never thought they would actually clash. But as we got into this flashback, I was like, bro, he has to do it. And last, you guys prepare myself, I was like, dog, if I see Roger and Whitebeard clash, it's over. I'm done. I'm done. And we see it this week. Bro, before I continue, man. Before these dudes start duking it out. This is the most I've ever sweat, man. Last time I sweat this much was whenever Kaido was revealed. And bro, the island! Bro, then you have the island itself. The clouds are moving away. Here you have Zeus and the rest of the clouds, the Nimbus clouds, the cumulonimbus. They're like, yo, we out. And they jet. My man said, hey, watch out. And they're out. They're out. The clouds are like, I don't want to deal with those two. Who wants to deal with those two? Ooh, bro. The ship, and then the Moby Dick itself is flying. Bro, that thing got sent into the alternate dimension. I mean, so did I. Bro, and then you have one individual right here is still going. You have the palm trees. I mean, they caused a hurricane and an earthquake at the same time. There's an earthquake, a hurricane, a tsunami, a tornado. They're all forming because both of them are clashing, bro. You seem well to me, Roja. How many years has it been? New Kings. Let's go. Drop your valuables and leave. Wow, bro, that's Roger and Whitebeard talking in the flesh. Let's get him. Hold on. Wait. Bro, look at Marco. Where's Rayleigh? Bro, look at Rayleigh. No, it's over. It's over. Bro, this is not just chapter of the year. This might be chapter of the decade. It was a clash of two great pirates at the time. The Roger pirates versus the Whitebeard pirates. Their pitched battle lasted for 3 days and nights. 3 days. How is that island still standing? No, it's not, bro. Look above it. You see a tornado happening on top. There's like a whirlpool in the skies. You see that the ocean is moving left and right, dog. Somebody gets in the ocean right now, they're dead. They're absolutely dead. 4 days later. Oh, the battle's over. Bro, this might actually be the first time that I've ever been grateful that Oda didn't show us what happened. I wouldn't be able to handle it. I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all guys right now, man. Had Oda actually shown us what actually took place in those 3 days, bro, I can barely handle both of them being in the same battle. Yo, the rest of this chapter could have white panels with no text. The rest of the chapter could be empty. This is already, I think, my chapter of the year. Bro, we just saw Roger and Whitebeard interacting. I don't get, bro. They interacted, and bro, they had a clash of King's Hockey with the Dark Rio Hockey aura emanating on both blades, and they didn't even touch. They just got in the same vicinity of each other with the intent to attack. They both swung, and that was all that she wrote for the island. The clouds said we out, and I can't blame them. Because you see, what's so insane to me about that panel right there is that when Big Mom and Kaido, whenever they clashed, that was a physical clash, and it split the skies. When Shanks and Whitebeard clashed, physical clash, split the skies. Roger and Whitebeard swung at each other, and the skies said we out. We ain't even gonna try to be here. We're not even gonna attempt to be in the same vicinity. We're just dispersing. They're not splitting. They're dispersing. They're going like, bro, you put your foot in the middle of like 5 cockroaches. That's what that Jonas did. The cloud said, I'm going this way. We'll meet up in 3 days, 2 years. We'll meet up in 3 days, X 2 years. I don't want to come back to this island for 2 years. That's exactly what those clouds did, and I can't blame them. Who wants to be in the same vicinity as Goldie, Roger, and Whitebeard when they're boxing? I mean, I do, but I would die, in the process. But sometimes you gotta sacrifice, bro. You gotta sacrifice sometimes. 4 days later, and you have all of them together. Is that Rayleigh in the left? Hey, I like this shirt. Where'd you get it? You remember? Dog. You're taking too much. It's got to be an even exchange. This southern booze is good stuff. What about 3 boxes of jerky? Hey, some beef jerky, dog? I could take some of that right now. The attempt to pillage each other has become a gift exchange. Are they apprentices? Yeah, they've been around for ages. Is that the GOAT, bro? Is that my boy Marshall Lee? Bro, Shanks and Black. Chapter of the decade, bro. In this. Bro! Bro, look at Buggy. Buggy looks like he's ready to box, and so is Shanks, but look at Shanks. My man has the hands crossed. Like, he'll see me. See about it if you real see me. They don't look very tough. Yeah, they've got the attitude of grown men. You see the guy wearing the hat? Bro, it's Blackbeard and Shanks in a chapter, bro! Let me see. I heard he didn't sleep a wink during the ceasefire last night or the night before. Why not? They say he's never slept in his life. Is it referring to Blackbeard? I bet his life has been twice as fun. Was that even possible? Lucky guy. That's not the point. Did you get it? He's a monster. Blackbeard has never slept in his life. Okay, now this is getting spooky. This is getting spooky now. Because when it comes to Blackbeard, the reason why I love his character so much is because he embodies everything that Luffy represents and just takes a different way of going about things. He's, in the truest sense, somebody who's chasing after what he wants to do and is willing to do absolutely anything necessary to do it. Because some people say they're willing to do anything. Blackbeard is the one that actually is willing to do anything. Just that ambitious. I think that's the reason why that people's dreams never end speech is my favorite, arguably my favorite moment in all of literature. Because of how much it impacts me, right? And then directly after that, you have that panel whenever they talk about them, referring to Blackbeard as like multiple individuals in one. Then we've spoken about like his flag. It could be 3 different people in one. That's a really popular theory in the community. The fact that he can hold more than one fruit. But here we have something else. A rumor that Buggy is telling Shanks that Blackbeard has never slept in his life. Knowing Oda, that has to have some sort of deeper meaning, man. It does. It has to have some sort of... Because it's Blackbeard, you know? Let me read that again. You see that guy wearing the hat, Shanks? I heard he didn't sleep a wink during the ceasefire last night or the night before. They say he's never slept in his life. And you have Shanks doing like the classic type of Luffy response. I bet his life has been twice as fun. Like, yeah, dog, if he doesn't have to sleep, then he's straight. And then what? Is that even possible? Lucky guy? But his life has been twice as fun? That's not the point. You don't get it. He's a monster. So Blackbeard has never slept. Bro, how punished is Blackbeard, man? I mean, when you hear stuff like that, it really makes... I mean, Blackbeard must really envy those. Because you know that in the deepest core of every human heart, almost everyone desires what they don't have, especially ambitious individuals. Knowing how ambitious Blackbeard is, he's probably very envious of people who can actually sleep. Because why else would Oda introduce a concept like that if he wouldn't have that be a part of Blackbeard's story? You know? Let me move on to the next page. But hold on, bro. I feel like when it comes to... I'll talk about it later. Is this what I think it is? Is this the conversation between Blackbeard and Blackbeard? Between Whitebeard and Roger? So you can read this? Yes, I can. I can read it, but how do you possess the text? This is a secret cipher of the Kozuki clan of Wano, passed down strictly from generation to generation. Oh my god. It all started 13 years ago when we landed at the destination of the final log post where no one has ever reached before. A place called the Lodestar Island. Lodestar? But when we disembarked, giddy at what we might find, we realized that it was not the final island. The needles of the log post went haywire, refusing to point at a new destination. But there is one more island. And only by going there will the unprecedented circumnavigation of the globe be complete. Raftail. But wait, bro, this is massive. So here we have a picture of Roger. And he's talking about the red line. And right here he has an eternal log post to his left. And it, is showing all of the islands and whatnot in the normal map that we see every time whenever we see like multiple islands. But he states that 13 years ago, when he landed at the destination, the final log post where no one has ever reached before, it was a place called Lodestar Island. So they were really, really excited, and then they realized that it was not the final island. But he said 13 years ago. Why did it take him 13 years to get back to this point? I mean, I know that Roger disembarked at one time and then came back for one more voyage, and this is a part of his final voyage. So, like, how is all of that connected? And of course, all of that has to lead into his execution eventually. But anyways, let's keep going. It's 4 red stones carved with these letters that point the way to the island. The only problem is, these are the poneglyphs that the world government has long forbidden anyone to read. You thought they were just cultural relics? Think again. They're the map that we need. And that's exactly what we learned at Zoe. The stories say that a vast treasure awaits on the final island, and the government says don't go there. It only makes the stories about treasure more believable. Facts, dog. Wherever somebody tells you not to go, it's because they're hiding what is. They're trying to either A, look out for you, so they don't want you to see what is actually there, or the truth of what's actually there, or B, they're hiding it for their own gain, for their own good. So that you don't get the knowledge and or the understanding or whatever the case may be of what you're actually trying to attain. And if we can get there, we'll be the greatest pirate crew in the world in both name and fact. And they would, bro. They would. In the world, that's right. And then I'll be... Hey, bro, is he gonna say it? Is he gonna be king of pirates? He didn't say it, bro. Nah, but we know that, we can... We can, like, put that into context. Be like, yo, my man said he's gonna be king of the pirates. You know what I'm saying? Good, are you serious, Roger? What are you, a little boy? And you have Roger just laughing, man. Yo, this is so amazing, dude. Like, dog, having Roger and Whitebeard and then Oden just chilling, drinking, and having a fun time, dog. Like, hearing Roger actually say these things. That's the biggest red truth you could ever have. Help me out, Newgate. Let me borrow Oden for 1 year. It's the last thing I'll ever ask. I was so hyped I didn't even read the panel up here. I froze stiff. For the second day, I was stunned. Who was this man? Anyways, with him, I'm certain that I can reach the final island. What do you mean? Don't I get a say in this? Wait a minute. So there's a reason why Roger, even with the poneglyphs... No, I had it all wrong. I have it all wrong. The reason why Roger didn't go in those 13 years to Raftel isn't because of some event. It isn't because of some unforeseen thing. The reason why Roger didn't go to Raftel is because he didn't have the knowledge and understanding of the poneglyphs. And what better to get that than from Kozuki Oden himself, right? Because we all talked about when that Oden was possibly the one back in Skypiea who inscribed his name into the poneglyph. Or, I'm sorry, that was the one that translated everything and then allowed Roger to the say and whatnot. So Oden is to Roger what Robin is to Luffy in terms of providing that ancient text in a way that no one else will be able to provide. Okay. What do you mean you're gonna say this? Oh, Captain Roger's bowing his head. He's bowing his head, bro. That's how you know he really wants him to. Don't do this, Captain Roger. He's our enemy. Please, Oden, come along on my travels just for 1 year. Bro, and you have Roger himself bowing his head. That's the king, dog. Stop, don't embarrass yourself like this. Lift your head. Absolutely not, Roger. Are you trying to steal my family from me? Bro, and Whitebeard is so pissed off. He yelled. Bro, and the seas began to tilt. Pops is angry. But my blood cried out to me. It asked, why can the Kozuki clan read these letters? Why have I come across Roger at this moment in time? White Kichi, before I knew what the words were leaving my mouth on their own, I want to go with him. Will you let me? So it was Oden's decision ultimately in the end. You don't seem to like that. And you have Whitebeard giving his stank face. Of course I don't like it. You and I are practically brothers. It's only 1 year, Whitekichi, please. We choose to remain here. We like this ship. We will wait for you to return to it. Ah, there we go. And that's how Neku, Inu, and Izo stayed on the ship. You have that right. You're fully fledged pirates now. We should all be free to choose. Aren't you gonna see him off, Pops? And yo, and Whitebeard is pissed, man. Hell yeah, he's steaming. My boy's veins are popping. Roger left behind all the cargo he had on board. That stinks. This stuff's worth a fortune. And look at all the food. Give them back the food, you fools. And don't you dare let Oden's family go hungry. Yes, Pops, right away. Yo, man, that's how you know, like, the kindness in Whitebeard's heart, bro. Yo, this is so cool, dog. Have the time of your life out there. I'll be looking forward to your stories when you get back. It was the second act of my life as a pirate. Bro, look at the Oro Jackson, dog. That junk says gold. Goldie Roja on it, bro. Yo, a new adventure had begun. Wakichi was a great man, but Roger too was off the charts. I'm a lucky fellow. And what an inspirational journey for Oden, right? Because Oden is this individual who was trapped inside of his world of Wano, who was trapped inside of the world of staying within the confines of Wano. You know, so he had never left this place. And he'd always wanted to seek freedom and go out there and try to find something, which is exactly what Roger said in the beginning of the series. You know, those who seek freedom will eventually come to the answer themselves. And that's exactly what Oden is looking for. Oden is looking for an answer, man. And he's going out there and he's going off on these journeys, these adventures, because Wano is too small for a person like that. And the fact that Oden was able to go out there thanks to his own efforts and the type of person that he is, and was able to embark on two magnificent and wonderful journeys, go out and meet his wife, have children, and then go off on another journey with the greatest pirate who ever lived until my boy Monkey D. Luffy comes into the game. What a life, man. What a life. And it's, like I said, it's so inspirational because it just makes you yourself look back at your own life and say, dog, you know, we gotta make them decisions, man. We gotta allow ourselves to be free. We gotta allow ourselves to take those risks. Because Oden had to take a risk, man. He had to risk being abandoned by his pops. He had to risk being disowned by everyone in Wano. And nobody be giving a flying flatters about him. And because he went out and believed in himself and created his own greatness, everyone came to accept him for who he truly is. And he embarked on his own journey even though no one wanted him to. And it led to so much happiness, so many fun adventures, and so many incredible things, man. But he had to make sacrifices for that, bro. Oden greatness, man. Kozuki Oden. I haven't... Bro, what if you have a battle with Roger and is he holding Momonosuke? I haven't spent time with the baby in ages. Momonosuke and Hiyori, eh? Oh no! Rayleigh's a Momonosuke! And also Toki actually came with him. So it's Toki... Oh, I thought Toki was gonna stay behind. So it's Toki... Oden, and you have Hiyori and Momonosuke. Yo! So you have Hiyori with Roger, bro. Reminds me of the old days. The old days, because with Shanks, right? We've got stowaways, Captain Roger. And then Neku, Mabushi, and Itachi come on board too. Dogstorm and Cat Viper, what are you doing here? We just have the most fun watching you on your travels. Bro, because they love him, man. They, you know what I'm saying? They love Oden, bro. They're always gonna follow him. And you see, whenever you see stuff like this, it puts Zoe and it puts everything that we're seeing so far into perspective. I mean, they truly loved Oden. And when you see Neko Mamushi's and Inarashi's loyalty to that man, to keep that secret, yo, dog, it really makes you truly realize and put the rest of the series up until this point, at least with those two characters, into context when you see a panel like that. Hey, Dog and Cat are gone too. Those furry little... That's gonna be Whitebeard, right? The captain only... Bro, look at Shanks, dude. Bro, I can't Dog, it's Shanks, bro. Wearing the straw hat above all things, dog. The captain only needs you for your knowledge. Got that, Oden? Don't just assume that we're going to accept you as one of us. I'm sorry. Put this back up. Yo, this man has on his shirt, I think, bro, come on camera. I'm trying to read the rest of this chapter. Let me see. Yeah, bro, it says Taro. I thought it said Tard on his shirt at first. And it kind of like Polly, low-key. He really does. A port town. Are there ingredients there? Pirates are attacking. Wait, Oden, don't attack civilians. The captain's gonna kill you. He stole my Dakishi radishes, or my Daikon radishes. He stole my eggs. What? It's a lawless area. Oh, just get on with it then. Oden! Oden! Yo, and then you have Roger and Oden celebrating together, having fun. I am Oden, I was born to boil. So now everybody accepts him, man, in the same way that it took him to be accepted in Wano, in the same way that it took him to be accepted on Whitebeard's ship, and now in the same way he is now accepted on Roger's ship. Why? Because he stays true to himself, and even when other people don't believe in him, even whenever he's supposed to feel like an outsider, he makes himself, because he's always true to himself, he's free. He himself is free, and those individuals that are free are going to be this way, man, especially with other individuals that are also free, man. That's so beautiful, bro. Yeah, bro, look at Crocus. I'd say he's got a year to live at best. And then Roger laughs at that. See, that's why he's my GOAT, bro. Luffy's my GOAT. Luffy's my GOAT. But damn it, Roger's my GOAT too, bro. He really is. Is it the knock-up stream? Oh, flag nards, bro. We were just talking about this earlier. About the Sky Island thing. No way. Bro, but I just gotta talk about Roger real quick, man. See, this is the type of man that he is. Crocus says that he's got a year to live at best, and he smiles and laughs and says, so you see, I've gotta make my time left count. Roger's already accepted he's gonna die. Roger has already accepted that he is going to be the one to, you know, to live only the rest of the year, maybe. And he still stays optimistic and says, by God, I'm living all of this to the fullest. I'm living life to the fullest, man. As long as I still have breath in these lungs, I'm going. I love Roger, bro. See, when I hear stuff like this, it just makes me like truly now I can put everything into perspective for me of like why I love watching Roger scenes so much. You know, like I always say, and I always joke around and say any chapter with Shanks or Blackbeard or Roger's a 40 out of 10, but I truly mean it, man. And it's because of those special moments that you get on screen with them whenever you see them. And whenever you get a whole chapter like this dedicated to Roger and his interactions with other people, seeing how he truly was. Because we never get to see this. This is an entire chapter dedicated to Roger, bro. And the Oro Jackson is going up the knockup stream. Yo, this has to be like one of the most incredible panels for me. Y'all know how I feel about Skypia and Jaya. That's my heart and soul right there, man. So to see the Oro Jackson going up there, it's an island in the sky. The world is vast, even bigger than before. His narration. Not even the gods would believe that people live in the sky. And you have Roger, but look at Shanks. Shanks he's shook, bro. And so is Buggy. Everybody's shook, like, yo, it's an actual island in the sky. There we go, the golden bell. We found it all the way up here. Look at all that gold. How are we gonna take it back with us, Captain? You can come back and get it when you're Captain Buggy. Oh no, you can come back and get it when you're Captain Buggy. So he told Buggy, he was like, yo, you can go ahead and come back whenever you're the captain of your own ship. You feel me? That's awesome, man. Now, not even a little piece. It was easy to find this stone. It's just packed full of strong voices, man. The voice of all things. It's a story of great power, isn't it? The message speaks of a weapon named Poseidon. Poseidon! Carve a message for me. I hereby guide this document to its end. Just like that, well done, Oden. Yo, bro, we were just talking about this. Show it to me, Roger. Show me the final chapter of your grand, life-spanning adventure. And that's the end of the chapter. Next chapter is on January 6th. Guys, I'm not gonna sit here and not be real with y'all, man. My favorite chapter in the entire One Piece series, and arguably my favorite chapter in this entire medium, is chapter 598. In this chapter, in this very volume, chapter 598. It's so special to me. The wait for this chapter coming out, it's what makes me appreciate the weekly One Piece experience so much. Anytime I want to feel happy or good or whatever, good vibes, I always go back to this volume and this chapter. It's my favorite chapter of all time. At least when it comes, I mean, I really have to think about the all-time thing because there's just been so many wonderful manga chapters I've read, but that one is the one that sticks out to me as being like, that's why I read this mean. That is why I read manga, is whenever I think about this chapter. And what makes the weekly One Piece experience so special to me, you know. And that chapter came out this decade. And I know, but this chapter, bro. This page by itself. I have been waiting so long to see Roger's adventures. I have been waiting so long to see Roger interacting with Shanks and Buggy and Rayleigh and the Oro Jackson. I never thought, because I originally thought we were going to get a Roger flashback of seeing like his past and we're going to get a montage of seeing like everything else. I never thought we were ever going to see a flashback of us actually going back to Skypiea and seeing Roger and the inscription that he had on the poneglyph, man. Wow, bro. Wow. I hereby guide this document to the end. And Oden was the one that carved it. Just like that. Well done, Oden. Show it to me, Roger. Show me the final chapter of your grand life-spanning adventure. The beanstalk, bro. Later this month, I'm going to talk about my favorite One Piece chapters of the decade. Might even do that next week. Because I'm going to go back and I'm going to reread some of my other favorite chapters in this decade. But I think with this one, because I had to wait so long, you know, I was so hyped that night, Thursday night, to read One Piece, man. And when I woke up the following morning and I saw that J-Box and Manga Stream had shut down, I was like, bro, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Because there's bound to be someone out there that's going to scan the chapter. But I don't know if I can trust that quality. Because I've been with this series for so long, I remember the old really, really, really bad scans and translations from before MS came around, man. There was some weeks it was on point, there was other weeks where it was just god-awful. And I was like, bro, if it's this chapter, if it's what I think is going to happen, and this chapter far surpassed what I thought was going to happen. But I thought this entire chapter was going to be Roger and Whitebeard interacting and possibly having a fight, right? I didn't expect a full-on blow that we saw right there, the shifting of the skies. I mean, I expected a clash, I didn't expect that. And then seeing the rest of it with everyone else, man. And then seeing the actual adventure and journey between those two. That's so beautiful and incredible to me, man. And because of that, I was like, bro, if it's this chapter, I can't risk it, man. Like, I really don't want my first experience with a chapter of this magnitude to be a chapter with really weird and no disrespect to whoever it was that did it, right? But it's just my trust with these series is earned, especially with my favorite series. Because of that, I was like, man, I'm gonna wait till Sunday. I don't know what the future holds with this whole weekly manga reading thing, but this chapter was phenomenal, bro. This right here is why I read manga. This right here is why I read One Piece, bro. This right here is why I love the weekly One Piece experience from the bottom of my heart. This right here is why I'm glad this community exists, because we had theorized for so many years, and I had talked about on this channel for so many years. When are we going to see Roger? When are we going to see his flashback? We're going to see all that stuff. And the fact that I can think back and remember all those conversations I've had since I created this channel in 2013 up until now. And like, yo, when we see Roger, it's going to be awesome. When we see this, it's going to be awesome. And the build-up of all those years all coming to fruition in this one chapter. Seeing so many beautiful scenes, bro. I mean, it's just, it was phenomenal, man. It was absolutely phenomenal. Bro, we saw Roger swing his blade, bro. We have not seen this man attack, and like me and whoever it is that I talk to about One Piece, we always talk about like Roger was the GOAT, but like we've never been able to fully actually see what he can do. And the fact that Roger came out in this chapter using an attack called Divine Departure, sent Oden flying all the way to the other side of the island with just one swing. And then you have Roger and Whitebeard clashing. They don't even touch their blade, bro. Their blades don't even touch. And the whole island's climate changed, dog. And then just the interactions between the two, bro. Like, it was so beautiful, man. And then, bro, this part right here with Blackbeard. Like, are they apprentices? Yeah, they've been around for years. They don't look very tough. Yet they've got the attitude of grown men. You see the guy wearing the hat shanks? Bro, Blackbeard. I heard he didn't sleep a wink during the ceasefire last night or the night before. Why not? They say he's never slept in his life. I bet his life has been twice as fun. He's an impossible lucky guy. It's not the point, don't you get? He's a monster. They say he's never slept in his life. You know, do y'all remember that panel that Oda put, I believe it was in an SBS. It is the one panel that always flows around when it comes to Blackbeard's past. It's a panel of Blackbeard as a child, and you see like one tear going down and the moon is behind him. And every time we always think back to that panel, at least for me, I'm always like, yo, Blackbeard's past is probably going to be the saddest in the whole series. When I hear something like that, and the fact that he was an orphan, what truly happened with Blackbeard? What is Blackbeard? Who is Marshall D. Teach? He's such an ambitious individual who, he's not like other villains in the series to me. The reason why he's one of my favorite characters, and was my favorite character for a long time, is because Blackbeard, every time he sees Luffy, he's kind of like he's rooting for him. Like he's the one that tells him, yo, people's dreams never end. And then he's really happy whenever he actually makes it up to Skypiea. And then in Impel Down, he's like, dog, Sky Island did exist, right? And the One Piece does too. And he's just always egging him on. Even though we know that they're fated to clash, it's like he's rooting for him. Like, dog, you doing your thing too? Me too, dog. Me too. I just have my own way of doing things, but I'm out here doing my thing too. That's what I always loved about Blackbeard, because it's like, he's not even... Whenever you see something, he's never slept in his life. What is associated with sleeping? Darkness? Is that why he wanted the Yami no Mi? Because he's so used to being in the darkness, he knows exactly how that feels and he wants no one else to control that darkness? Or is it more associated with dreams? Because if Blackbeard associates himself with never having dreamt because he's never slept, then is that why he is so passionate about wanting to go and chase his dreams? Because he doesn't dream. No, he dreams, but he doesn't actually dream. That's some Oda stuff right there, bro. That the one character who truly embodies the concept of dreams in Blackbeard. That puts my favorite scene in the series in a whole different light, bro. With Blackbeard's speech. Dude. So you're telling me that this man, every villain has like this concept or this theme that they embody. For Blackbeard, it's dreams, which is so fascinating because so does Luffy also embodies that. But Luffy, more than dreams, he embodies freedom. So you have this freedom and dreams concept clashing, right? You have one person who is willing to risk it all in order to keep his freedom, and then you have another person who's willing to risk it all in order to keep his dreams. And then in Blackbeard's case, now everything makes so much sense. I mean, not in terms of, how he is as a person. We don't know what it is that makes Blackbeard, invulnerable to certain things, or why it is that he can eat 2 fruits, possibly more. What is truly up with Blackbeard? Why is his body so weird? We still don't know that. But in terms of how he is as a person and how he is as a, in terms of his personality, as far as that goes, I think I'm truly starting to see why it is that Oda's writing him in the way that he is, which makes me love his character even more. Because somebody who doesn't sleep in their entire life, they know darkness, they know loneliness, and they know dreams better than anyone because they don't have that. Or I'm sorry, that they experience that more than anyone. Because Blackbeard would love for nothing more than to dream, but he's always has to face reality because he can't dream. If you don't sleep, you can't dream. So you're always stuck in the reality. And if you can't sleep, then you're always faced with reality. Especially if I'm going to assume that whenever he was an orphan, he had absolutely nothing. Just sitting in the darkness. I can imagine he probably must have been hungry at times. Just sitting there. You know, that would drive anyone insane. You sitting there with no one there to love you or tell you anything. In the darkness. And the only thing running in your mind is your imagination. What a punished character, bro. Wow. Wow, man. Shanks and Buggy interactions. We saw Rayleigh pull out his blade. Roger drew his sword. Roger and Whitebeard clash. Roger talking about a place called Lodestar Island. And then the poneglyphs. Him possibly saying, I'm going to be king of the pirates. Yo, that's so cool. Whitebeard being pissed because of it. Causing the everything to, or the seas to tilt again. Man, dude. In one chapter, in one flashback, my appreciation for so many characters has gone up, man. More than they already were. Bro, look at this beautiful panel. This is the cutest panel of all time, bro. Roger holding Hiyori and smiling. And you have Rayleigh holding Momonosuke, bro. That's so beast. And you hear it with Inarashi Nekomamushi. Wow, man. I can't believe we actually got all this, bro. We actually saw the Oro Jackson go up to Skypiea. We're in the end game, folks. What Wano is telling me is that we are truly heading towards the end, man. The message speaks of a weapon named Poseidon. Poseidon? Wait a minute. If the poneglyph on Skypiea picks Poseidon, and just to let you know, who is Joy Boy? I read the poneglyph in the force of the sea. Who was he apologizing to? You can read that. I'm sorry, O'Hara. Joy Boy is a person who lived on the surface during the 100-year void. At least 800 years ago, the message was meant for the mermaid princess on the island at that time. It was an apology of breaking a promise made with Fisherman Island. That's the promise. I believe Noah through generations, so fulfill actual purpose. After 2 years ago, I read a poneglyph on an island in the sky. Okay. Gotcha. See, my mind mixed it up. My mind mixed it up where originally I was like, okay, so maybe the poneglyph that she read in the Sea Forest also mentioned Poseidon with something surrounding Joy Boy, but she was once again referring to the poneglyph that she read on Sky Island. Interesting. Oh, what a greatness, man. Yo, what a chapter to finish off the decade. What a chapter. This decade has given me so many of my favorite chapters in all of One Piece, man. And I look forward to talking about them in a future video. Then I'm thinking back on it. I gotta think about whether this is really like a top. I'm gonna give it 3 chapter because last year we had so many godly chapters of the Reverie stuff. And then even before that, man, some incredible stuff. And then, like I said, the Return to Sabaody, Marineford, Volume 59 happened this decade. So many incredible chapters. So I gotta think about it. But this one is definitely up there, bro. I think this is arguably my favorite chapter this year for One Piece. I think that's safe to say. I really, you gotta understand, man, how long I've been waiting for this, bro. And I know y'all been waiting for it too. This hit different, man. And I think it's also, like I said, because of the wait. Because I've been hyping myself up and waiting since flipping Wednesday. Staying off social media. Refusing to do anything. Just hyped. It's like, I can't wait to read this chapter. And it surpasses the expectations of said hype. Amazing stuff, man. I'm going to go watch my Eagles play. And whether they win or lose, I'm going to have that episode afterwards. So I'm going to watch that episode later. That's why I saved it instead of watching it last night. Because if the Eagles lose, well, I won't be to bring me up. And if the Eagles win, I'll be back on here super hyped for that episode, even more than I already am. But for right now, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been chapter 966. I can finally look at the comments again, so let me know what you thought in the comment section down below of this, the chapter of the best-selling manga in history. Like I said before, I don't know what the future has in store. We'll think about that when the time comes. But I look forward to seeing y'all again. I want to have a stream soon to talk about One Piece, just like I did at the end of last year. And I also want to do a separate video entirely on my favorite chapters of the decade for One Piece. I think I might have that be a part of the 25 Days of Santa Recon series. I was planning something else originally for One Piece and 25 Days of Santa Recon, but I feel like I'm just going to combine them. And we'll see how it goes from there, but I really want to talk about my favorite chapters of the decade, because this chapter is going to be on there. I don't know if it's going to be a top 10 or whatever it's going to be, but we'll talk about it then, man. We just got Roger in a chapter, bro. An entire chapter dedicated to this man's adventure and journey that really made me appreciate him more, Oden more, Blackbeard more, Whitebeard more. The legends, bro. The goats, bro. That was one of my favorite chapters I've ever read while reading One Piece Weekly, bro. Seriously, and in all of my years of reading the series weekly, this has to be up there. This was incredible. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna reread this. I'm gonna give my iPad back to my brother. I'm gonna download it on my phone, and I'm gonna read this chapter again. Because this was fantastic, bro. I'll see you in the comment section. Y'all have a blessed one, y'all. Peace out. One Piece. Awesome sauce, bro. Do I even need to tell you the chapter rating? Like, quadruple Santa Hat level plus, man. Only reason I don't have them all on is because I'm sweating, bro. Like, dog, I barely have these clothes on. I love One Piece, bro.